Database model, schemas, and an instance. In this session, we discuss key concepts in database system architecture, focusing on database model, schema, and an instance. One fundamental characteristic of database approach is data abstraction. Data abstraction refers to hiding the internal detail of how data is organized and stored, while emphasizing the essential features needed for understanding and use. This allows users to interact with the data without worrying about storage and implementation detail. To support data abstraction, database systems use database models. Database model is a collection of concepts that describe structure of database. It defines how data is organized, how relationships are represented, and what constraints apply to the database. Models are commonly classified into three categories. Database models are commonly classified into three categories. First, high-level or conceptual database model. These models provide concepts that closely match how users perceive data. They use ideas such as entities, attributes, and relationship. Conceptual models are mainly used during database design and communication with the users. Second, logical or representational database model. This model provides concepts that are understandable to the end users, while hiding most detail of physical data storage. The internal database model belongs to this category, and relational databases are developed based on it. Third, local or physical database model. This model describes how data is actually stored on computer storage media such as disk. They focus on storage structure and the access path. In any database model, it is important to distinguish between description of data and the database itself. The description of database is called database schema. Database schema represents the overall design of a database. It defines how data is structured and is created during database setup. Because it rarely changes, schema is also referred to as metadata. Database schemas specifies the names of relations along with the names of data type of their attributes. It represents the intention of database, and it is defined during the database design phase. Changes to the schemas are typically made only during maintenance. Schemas are often displayed visually using schema diagrams. Schema diagrams shows record types, data items, and the selected constraints in a clear graphical form. Each object defined in a schema, such as student or course, is called schema constraints. For example, student schema constant may include attributes such as first name, last name, ID, year, department, and gender. Database instance, also called database state or snapshot, refers to the actual data stored in a database at a specific point in time. The database state changes whenever data is inserted, updated, or deleted. A valid state is one that specifies all the structure and the constraints defined in the schema and enforced by database management system. Unlike the schema, which changes infrequently, database instance changes continuously as database is used. To summarize, database model defines how data is represented, schema describes structure of the database, and the instance represents the actual data at a given time. Understanding the distinction between these concepts is essential for effective database design and management.